Hey, you guys, I'm Imbrasio Rose, and this is On the Prowl.
Hello, I'm Brianna Sparks, and you're probably wondering what exactly On the Prowl and why you're watching this. Well, On the Prowl is a TV show designed for the students by the students, and what exactly we do is we go around campus and we get different thoughts, perspectives, and opinions of the students.
And on this episode of On the Prowl, we're going to get to know our team, man, so let's get to it.
What's up, y'all? I'm Brianna Sparks. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and at this university, I'm a freshman, and I'm majoring in Industrial Technology Management and Applied Engineering. Based on my major, I'm sure you know that I don't know a lot about cameras, but I would love to make cameras my thing. And I'm a very open-minded person. I'm optimistic, and I love to do new things. And on campus, I'm involved in a handful of organizations. I'm in the Carolyn F. Blakely Honors Program, NSBE Union Programming Board, and I'm also the queen of the Gamma Delta chapter of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And I would love, love, love for you to keep watching On the Prowl.
Why did you choose UAPB?
UAPB kind of chose me.
Mm-hmm.
My first choice was UCLA. It's University of California, Los Angeles. And I wanted to go there because it was so many people who came from there that are incredibly successful now. But then again, I realized that just because people came from a college that became successful doesn't mean going to that college is automatically going to make you successful. And so that kind of, bumped UCLA out, and then I wanted to go to U of A in Fayetteville, and that was kind of where I was committed on going until they talking about that $20,000 a year, and I was like,
right.
I'm sorry.
This crazy, man.
But my dad, he came to UAPB and he was just like, check UAPB out, just see. And Chris Robinson, who is in recruitment, he is so good at his job. He was just so, confident in UAPB, and he just gave me something that I didn't see anywhere else, as far as tours, going to different colleges. And it was just he just gave me just something real. And it was just one question that I won't forget he asked, and he was like, why wouldn't you come to UAPB? And I was just like,
I got you, man.
So here I am.
Yo, okay, that's a great story, man. Chris Robinson, he's the director of our office of recruitment. He really do a good job at his job. He got me here too, man. Came out there, Jay Fair, hit you with that. Why wouldn't you come to UAPB, man? It's always refreshing.
Hey y'all, this is Cambria Bailey. I am a freshman here at UAPB. I'm a mass communications major from California, and I'm one of your new co-hosts for On the Prowl. On campus, I recently won Miss Beta Theta for the Phi Beta Sigma chapter. Blue Phi. I'm also one of the founders of Critical Purpose. That's a community service organization group on campus and off campus. I am very, very passionate about art, and I believe that art is the expression of one's validity and creativity. And I believe that everyone deserves to have a voice, and that is what On the Prowl is about. We're trying to hear the voices of the students and present our own voices to the yard. That's what we're about. That's what I'm about. So I'm glad to be here. If you see me on the yard, say hey. I'll say hey back. But yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Glad you guys are tuning in. This is great.
Hey, did you choose UAPB?
Okay, great question. Well, okay, let me start off by saying this. So UAPB was actually my last choice, and Clark was my first choice. But here's the thing. So I originally wanted to go to an HBCU, right? Because, I've grown up in PWIs. I was kind of tired of that experience, so I wanted something different. And one of my family friends graduated from here, and she really loves her school. And so she recommended it to me, and that ended up being the last school that I applied to. And I literally got accepted within the week that I applied, because I did apply a little bit later, but I'm here now, and I love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. I'm falling in love with Arkansas, with Pine Bluff, with the students here. This is great. I know this is definitely where God has me. So
I got you, man. I got you. I'm crazy, man. I got accepted into Clark too. So we was we was bound to meet each other. That is so awesome, man. Yeah. So awesome, refreshing. Guys, it's me once again, Imbrasio Rose. I'm one of your new co-hosts for On the Prowl. I am from Little Rock, Arkansas. Graduated from J Fair High School. Whoop whoop, War Eagles. But now I'm a Golden Lion. What's up? And I am now serving as your freshman class senator. So if you have any problems on campus or you just want to voice your opinion, just hit me up, man, and we can get it solved. And yeah, That's all, man. Like, I hope you guys stay tuned in to On the Prowl.
Why did you choose UAPB?
Okay, so this is a fun story. So, right before the school year started, I had just applied to Clark Atlanta and Morehouse College. Well, Clark Atlanta.
Okay.
And I was waiting on to hear back from them for my acceptance letter.
Right.
And then my friend called me. She was like, "So, are you going to the Lions program?" I'm like, "Wait, what? When's the deadline?" So the deadline was like that Friday. So like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on up here, like try to get in just in case, like everything don't go through with Clark. So we get up here, man, and I'll talk to Miss Mills. Shout out to the Lions program. Whoop whoop.
Hey.
And I paid $250 right there, and I'm like, ooh. So I gotta hustle for this next $500 with extra $250.
Yeah.
And like as soon as I paid my entire $250 off, that's when Clark Atlanta came, and they was like, "You got in." I'm like, oh, exactly. So yeah, like if it wasn't for the Lions program and they're like deadline coming up, I probably wouldn't even be here at UAPB. That's crazy.
And that's hilarious because when you said that, I could just imagine the people UAPB. You almost had them. You gotta be quicker than that.
Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Henderson. I am a freshman here on this illustrious campus. I major in mass communications with a concentration in broadcast journalism. I hail all the way from Greenville, Mississippi. I am a member of the Vesper Choir here on campus. I sing alto. I love to act. I love to talk. If you see me, you can hold a conversation with me. If you see me, I'm probably singing to myself also. But I love this campus. I love everything about it. And I just hope that you guys tune in and watch On the Prowl with us. Thank you.
So what made you choose UAPB?
I chose UAPB because I've always wanted to go to an HBCU. I've always wanted that Hillman experience. But I also loved singing. And when I heard of the Vesper Choir, I was just like, this choir is amazing. My uncle will always tell me stories of how lovely it was as an experience and what they did and the love that they had for it. And I knew I loved music, so I was just like, let's go.
Say no more. So like, can you tell us what is Vesper Choir doing over spring break?
Well, we are going on tour. We will be leaving tomorrow morning, Saturday morning at 3 a.m. That's a stretch, y'all.
Right, 3 a.m.
And we will be traveling to Atlanta, Georgia, and then we will be going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow, okay.
Yes,
like,
that's
y'all gonna be really doing it.
Yes, y'all pray for us.
All right, you guys, so we here with our next co-host, Cambria Bailey, man.
Hey, everyone.
All right, man. So, like, who inspires Cam?
Okay, who inspires Cam? Honestly, I would have to say I'm inspired by my peers. I can't just choose one specific person because I wouldn't be accurate. But what inspires me is looking around, seeing all of these young people who are younger than me, the same age, older than me, who are just doing amazing things. And that really affirms for me that we all have something that's great within us. We just have to want to achieve that. We just have to put the work in to reach and also exceed our potential. So that's what encourages me. That's what inspires me.
All right,
so,
man. That was so beautiful, like elegant. And I think like, is this Miss who?
Okay. Last month I was crowned Miss Beta Theta in the Phi Beta Sigma pageant. So for this semester and next semester, I will be serving in the Royal Court. Catch me on the yard.
Okay. Yes, we got a queen, y'all. We got a queen. Shout out to the queens out on the yard. Inspires you?
Who inspires me? I would have to say my father. And my father inspires me because he's a wonderful representation of what is possible. Because, in school, his major was weed science. He was, in the agriculture building, and what he did was, he just studied, a lot of plants and everything. But it's like after he got his bachelor's, then he went to U of A in Fayetteville and he got his master's, and then he went on to get his PhD. And so he decided to go to Monsanto. He had an internship in Monsanto throughout his college career. And so right after he, graduated and got his PhD, he was able to move up in his, job of industry, whatever. So like, but the thing about, different companies that are like, heavy in one race, so it's kind of, hard to like really move up. And so where he is now, it's kind of like, wow, okay, so now that you did it, that means I kind of got to do it because I'm your daughter. But that's what inspires me.
I know, and like it's so refreshing to hear black men doing great things and like moving up in the ladder, man. That is beautiful. We're here once again with Lauren Henderson.
Hey guys.
All right, Miss Henderson. So who inspires you?
I would definitely have to say my mom inspires me. She is amazing. She raised us to be caring and daring and kind and to just go for anything that we put our minds to. And I know one day I'm going to be something great so I can give back to her like she put into me.
Okay, that's so great. Like, shout out to moms right there. That is beautiful. And it's always, once again, refreshing to hear black women out there really working for the better of all of us, man. Human society, man. Like, we out here, we working. So who inspires me is my dad, because, he's an African-American male, and he's always out here working, man. He works 2 jobs, and he still tries to provide for his family and stuff. So, like, that's always great and inspiring, because, in social, not social media, but in society, period, you always see African-American men, like, stereotype is like this super predator, as they say. Like, ain't nothing gonna be, y'all ain't gonna grow up to be nothing but a thug or, a drug dealer. Like, this so, like, ugh. So, like, he really, like, flipped the script and, like, did something with his life. So, that's real cool, real cool.
That's awesome. I really love hearing that story, working 2 jobs for your family. I love hearing that, dads don't just quit and just be like, okay, this ain't for me. They actually just put in the work because, he loves you.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, shout out to the dad, man. How has your experience been in your department, your major?
Okay, well, I came here as a merchandising, textiles, and design major because fashion design was always something that I saw myself doing. It was my first love, along with science, but that's a different story. But at the end of last semester, I changed to mass communications because after doing some soul searching and really being exposed to the MTD department and honestly just becoming well-versed in the gifts and talents that I have and how I want to use those, I realized what I want to do is much bigger than just fashion. So I'm always going to be able to incorporate that in what I do, but I don't have to go to school for that, though. I'd rather become well-versed in the media department in something that has to do with production, because that's more along the lines of what I can see myself doing.
What experience have you had in your major so far?
Well, I actually just changed my major from business administration to industrial technology management and applied engineering. The reason why I changed my major to begin with was because I like business, but it's kind of just not something that I want to put my full head into. I would like IT because it's business and it's like the technological background, so it kind of conjoins both of those. And I'm creative, and I was saying that I wanted a job that I would be able to move around. I don't want to be stuck in one place all day doing the same thing. And when I talked to the chairman of IT, Charles Colin, he was saying, like, this is the perfect major for you because that's exactly what you're going to be doing when you graduate with an IT degree. So as far as experience, I don't have any experience, but next semester I will, because that's when I start taking my courses.
I got you. Like, that's like with most freshmen right now, we all like study university, college, so like we're not totally in our majors just yet, so like just getting the prereqs out the way, and like that's great. Man, that's great.
What have you been through your department?
So far, I just freshly transferred into my department, mass communications. Mass comm, what's up? At first I was a political science major, and like I'm really like for the people, so like I always want to like project our voice and like make sure like the little man is taken care of. So that's what I was going with the political science thing. But like I don't feel like you have to major in that to like really go into that field. Like you can do it hands-on, just being involved in your community and like going to elections, like learning the system hands-on. So like I was like, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna go ahead like deal with the cameraman, because like I'm real animated, as you can see. And like I just love like shooting stuff, being in front of the camera, like being involved. So like that's real cool.
That's awesome. All right, so the last question of the day, what is your social media?
All right, so y'all can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. Wait, Snapchat, Ambro227. That's AMBRO227. And for Instagram, it's _HUTB_. How can our followers keep up with you on social media?
Okay, well, I have one, social media. I'm trying to get more into social media. I'm not really a social media type person because I feel like our generation has abused it a lot.
Right.
So I only have one. It's Snapchat. Don't judge me because I made it in 7th grade after listening to a Chief Keef song. It's Meet My Llama 24. Llama with 2 A's though. Meet My Llama 24.
All right, man. All right. So you heard it first on The Prowl. And this is Miss Brianna Sparks, y'all. How can our followers keep up with Cam Bailey?
Okay, well, I have a couple social media accounts, but for my Instagram, you guys can go ahead and follow Cambria B_. It's spelled KAMBRYA B_. And you can go ahead and follow the New Collective, which is the brand that I'm building. New is spelled NUE. And then the Collective are spelled, how they sound. So go ahead and follow those. Twitter is CamB from the block. You guys can go ahead and hit that up. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, great. So can you elaborate on that? What's up with the new brand? What's
okay,
good?
So I don't want to speak on it too much because we're still very much in our infancy, but just know in the next couple months some things will be brought to fruition. It's going to be good for you guys. You guys are going to love it.
All right, stay tuned for that, y'all. That's amazing. You're out here doing amazing things.
Thank you.
How can our followers keep up with you?
I have all the social media. You can find me on Facebook at Lauren Chanel.
Okay.
You can find me on Instagram at IAM_Aphrodite. You can also find me at Twitter at IAM_Aphrodite. It's Afro, AFRODITE, Aphrodite. And you can also find me on Snapchat. Don't talk about the name. It's NINEVEH_29. Nineveh 29.
All right, man. It was wonderful, kick it with you for the one time.
It.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Hey everyone, my name is Tristan Hall and I am your director/producer for On the Prowl. I am so stoked and happy that you all are watching this show. I am a freshman here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, and I am also a mass communications broadcast journalism major. And I'm just so happy you all are here, and I'm just very passionate about broadcast journalism, and this is something I love doing, and I am involved with NAACP, and I'm involved with just so many things, critical purpose here on campus, and I just love being here at UAPB, and I'm just so happy you all are here watching this show, and I really want to be more active on campus and do a lot more things.
Once again, you guys, I'm in Brazil Rose.
I'm Brianna Sparks.
I'm Cambria Bailey.
I'm Lauren Henderson.
And thank you for watching On the Prowl.